My project is going to be focusing on GIS as a form of IT. So we have so many problems in the world. Where do we start? GIS can create awareness about the environment for businesses and researchers. By doing this, it allows people to make better decisions when setting up businesses and becoming aware of how their actions can affect the Earth on a global scale. So GIS stands for Geographic Information System. It is a computer system that allows us to store, capture, check, and show data on the Earth's surface. We can view all the data onto one map, and by doing this, we can see different trends that arise from it. So GIS we can look at ranges from agricultural, business, transportation, detection of climate change, etc. So here's an example. Using GIS technology, we can see sites that produce pollution, such as gas stations, and the areas that are affected by it are wetlands. And by seeing this, researchers can then create a plan as to how to conserve these wetlands and decrease pollution in the area. So why does it matter? It matters because human activities are aspects that affect the Earth's sustainability, such as driving cars. And with GIS, since we can use plot points to pinpoint locations using zip codes, latitude, longitude, this shows that we can see many ranges of things from populations, income rates, education, etc. And this allows us to understand why certain things happen in certain areas. So storing our data in a database allows us to keep track of our data as well as making it accessible. GIS creates plot points on locations, which we already know, and from there we can see that in the business aspect, we can use it to make decisions about establishing where the businesses are going to take place. For example, are there enough natural resources for them to utilize in the area? Is the neighborhood relatively low income or high income? Who can afford it? And what is the crime rate like? These are the things to consider before building a business, and thanks to GIS, people can be more cautious spending their money. So how can GIS be useful for researchers? There was a study done where researchers were curious to discover if there was a correlation between environmental conditions and high-risk sexual behavior. And what they found was there was indeed a correlation, and that by using the data that they received, they shared it to local communities who in turn expanded their resources for community clinics to the surrounding areas in need of it. So we can now plan ahead for the future. GIS improves the way we do our work, helping making better decisions, saving time, money, and resources. It can lead to more effective management for resources and has several benefits, like I said, like improving communications, better understanding of the situation between departments, public organizations, and professional fields, better record keeping for data management of compilation of data, maintaining record keeping and changes in geography, and it's useful for the governments to understand what's going on, and especially for businesses to know that certain locations are not good for businesses. We can also look at crime rates, which is a big thing, and see how it involves with the trend that we have nowadays. So, all in all, I have come to the conclusion that with the use of GIS implementation, we can see a greener, sustainable world take place in the near future. Thank you, everyone.